Fashion Month's most memorable moments, when designers dared to look back to move forward. But here's where it gets controversial. Is relying on the past a creative crutch or a bold statement? In a season brimming with debuts, the fashion world found itself in a fascinating paradox. To innovate, designers had to dive deep into the archives. With over 10 new creative directors unveiling their first collections, the pressure was on to reinterpret house codes in ways that felt both fresh and familiar. Each faced the daunting task of balancing homage with originality, leaving us with a season that was as much about history as it was about the future. Take Chanel, for instance. Matthieu Blazy had over a century of iconic designs to draw from, a treasure trove that spans from Coco Chanel's revolutionary 1920s silhouettes to Karl Lagerfeld's avant-garde interpretations. And this is the part most people miss. The sheer volume of history can be as overwhelming as it is inspiring. In contrast, houses like Bottega Veneta offer a more limited archive, which some might see as a constraint, while others view it as a blank canvas. Would you rather have a wealth of references or the freedom to create without boundaries? Let's discuss in the comments. Some designers leaned heavily into the past, allowing house codes to shape their inaugural collections. Others, like Durand Lantink at Jean Paul Gaultier, deliberately shut the archive doors, opting for unfettered creativity. The results were as varied as the approaches. Pierpaolo Piccioli at Balenciaga, for example, resurrected Cristobal Balenciaga's iconic 1957 Sack silhouette, transforming it into modern gowns paired with bug-eye sunglasses and opera gloves. Is this a genius reinterpretation or a safe bet? Share your thoughts below. At Celine, Michael Ryder blended the French preppiness of Phoebe Philo with the intellectual sophistication of Hedi Slimane, creating a collection that felt both nostalgic and new. Meanwhile, Loewe's Jack McCullough and Lazaro Hernandez played with Jonathan Anderson's surrealist legacy, layering polo shirts and fabrics in ways that felt both playful and thought-provoking. Dior's Jonathan Anderson sprinkled his debut with Easter eggs, nodding to Christian Dior's 1949 Junon gown and 1957 bow-embellished dresses, while also tipping his hat to John Galliano's pirate-inspired personal style. Maison Margiela's Glenn Martens, on the other hand, revisited the house's 2014 tie details, reimagining them for a new era. Chanel's Matthieu Blazy paid tribute to Coco Chanel's tomboyish elegance, reviving 1920s chic silhouettes and menswear-inspired looks. At Bottega Veneta, Louise Trotter subtly referenced Matthieu Blazy's 2025 collection, reimagining off-shoulder tank straps and leather plumage with recycled materials. Versace's Dario Vitali dove headfirst into Gianni Versace's 1980s opulence, resurrecting the brand's circus-like diamond print and pastel capris. This season proved that the past isn't just a source of inspiration, it's a launching pad for innovation. But here's the question. Does relying on archives stifle creativity, or is it the ultimate form of respect? Let us know your take in the comments.